Notre-Dame, il y a des marins qui mangent sur des naves trop blanches, des poissons ruisselants. Ils vous montrent des dents à croquer la fortune, à décroisser la lune, à bouffer des haubans. Et ça sent la morue jusque dans le cœur des frites, quand leurs grosses mains invitent à revenir en pluie.
Thank you for coming to new interview for SVE STRANCI.
Anytime for you.
Yeah. Everybody knows you now, but can you introduce yourself?
So I'm still Bris Derošet, I'm still from Belgium, Brussels, still loving Novi Sad, so that's why I'm still here.
My name is Jaser, I'm 27 years old. Actually in March I will be. I'm living in Serbia since 2 years. I'm studying economics. I'm in my last year, and I'm working also with Novi Sad Humanitarian Center as translator at Croatian border for migrants.
How you decided to come to Serbia?
Come on, naive to give again the story about Cetinje. I had a girlfriend in Cetinje, my friends were visiting Novi Sad, I came with my friend in Novi Sad, and I fell in love with Novi Sad. I didn't come to Serbia, I came to Novi Sad.
Direct to Novi Sad?
Direct to Novi Sad,
yeah.
And I stayed in Novi Sad.
You were 2 years here, and what was the first reason when you made a decision to come here to
Well,
Serbia?
everybody asks me that question. I had this question like 10,000 time ago. Why Serbia? But I always say, why not? It's a really beautiful country, and actually I have one friend who was Serbian, who went to Syria several times. I host him in my house for a while.
Nice.
And when we had some bad situation in my country, he was always calling me, asking, how are you, how is your family? And I told him, we are safe, but yeah, I would like to travel if you help me to do it. And he managed me a student visa, and I came here.
What was first impression?
I love it. I was feeling home, and city is amazing.
What did you expect?
Nothing, because I didn't know anything. Really, so hey, let's go to Serbia. Novi Sad, So you don't expect nothing, so you cannot be disappointed and you cannot be happy. You just be surprised. And it was in a good way.
You didn't expect something bad because of past or something like that?
No, because I already had met a lot of people from ex-Yugoslavia who destroyed a bit the stereotypes I had by being very nice and being very smart and being activist. So I was really hoping that people in Serbia would be very open-minded and very nice and not as they describe in the media when I was a kid. So
yeah.
I was not expecting anything in the city, but I was expecting people to be like everyone else.
What was first reaction here when you came to Serbia?
Well,
what was the most beautiful thing and something that you maybe didn't like?
Well, let's talk about the beautiful things.
Let's talk.
Because
I'm
there's a lot of
that.
beautiful things. Actually, there is nothing not beautiful. I like Novi Sad, especially Novi Sad, Fortress, Fruška Gora, Sremski Karlovci, Center, all those places. You have really good nightlife also. And life quality in general is very good. And people are very friendly, and it's the most important thing ever.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know, this lifestyle in West, it's so sometimes are cold, but in Serbia it's not the same.
Serbia is good. Warm country, warm people.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's really important. That's for me also important when I go south.
What your friends from Belgium told you when you told to them that you will come here?
Can you not find a colder country? Because they thought it was Siberia. And they asked me if it was war in Serbia because of the media's yeah. Say, very bad people.
Yeah.
They're very stupid about geography.
I guess you have a lot of people and a lot of good friends here in Serbia, here in Novi Sad especially, right?
Yeah.
So what do you have to say about your friends? How would you describe people from Serbia?
People are great, are really great, really. I mean, sometimes I really feel shy, and I feel like I always have to give something in return, because I got a lot of good people trying to help me to and you feel always like you're owning for people.
Yeah. Do you have some interesting stories maybe that you share with your friends that you would like to share with us also?
For example, yeah, we went once also to, I remember, Sombor. It was a reggae festival. It was fine, but it was raining all the time. And I didn't prepare myself well. I didn't have jacket when we went because weather was, weather in Serbia, it's very changeable. You go out, it's sunny, and after a while it's raining. And but one of my friends found very funny idea that he bring just a nylon bag and he make like 3 holes and it was like raincoat. And we take photos with this. So.
What do you have to say about when you talk about your free time? How do you spend free time? You work a lot here?
Yeah, I'm volunteering also. I was volunteering. I was hanging out in, the centers like Novi Sad Humanitarian Center, like Tsarnakucha. There is a lot of things you can do as volunteer, and that's how I found my job now. I was giving free Arabic classes. And there was,
you were a teacher also, right? Okay.
And there was one of my students very interesting about those lessons, and I asked her why you are interested, and she told me you are working, with Novi Sad Humanitarian Center. We need maybe some help for translating for this migrants crisis now. And
how long you are here now?
By the 8th of April, it's going to be 2 years in a row.
And in that time, is there anything that you would like to change here?
Yes.
What, for example?
More choices in fast food, like more diversity, because it's mostly pizza, burek, pleskavica, and gyros, so not a lot of choice, like. I love those, but sometimes I want something and I cannot find it, so it's like,
How long do you work with immigrants and all that?
I guess maybe 4 to 5 months.
4 to 5 months. I'm sure that you have a lot of stories from there.
Yeah, we have a lot of stories.
Well, let's talk about some positive stories and about some nice situations with some kids.
When you are talking about crisis, it's usually sad, but you can always find some beautiful stuff.
Of course, yeah.
Like we usually ask children what you want to be when you grow up. And we have like standard answer always, I want to be doctor. But one time,
pilot.
Yeah, one time we had one kid, he said, I want to be Batman. So it was very good.
Yeah, we need more of that superheroes in our country and in the world, and the world will be better with that. Yeah, definitely.
You had a chance to work here with food?
Yeah, and it didn't work well. It didn't work well for a few reasons. So we're gonna get them soon here.
Yeah. What were your expectations about that, and what are your impressions now?
I was not expecting it to be a huge business. I was hoping that we would have a bit more, but it's amusing since I took over this place. I met a lot of people, and they're like, "Yeah, what were you doing?" And I was like, "I was having a Waffle House," and they're like, "Oh, we heard about it, but we never came." That's why I had to close it. And I also noticed that since I had the Waffle House, you have like few more places selling waffles now, so it's amusing to be like, I was maybe one of the pioneer of the waffle. So it's just amusing, since when we arrived it was one Waffle House in Terep, but it was a pub having waffles, and now we have one in Boulevard, Ribra Piazza, by Spence, so people start to sell waffle.
Tell me something more about your classes here. So you teach people from Serbia,
I stopped
right?
now. Yeah, I stopped now.
And how many people did you teach?
It was like 15.
15.
But, yeah.
So that was in one class or separate?
No, just in one classroom.
And what was the funniest thing for you? Was it hard
For pronouncing, yeah, it's very hard for Serbian to pronounce those Eastern language letters like it's coming from very deep in your throat and not easy. It's totally different from Western languages.
How I can say hello, my name is Dusan.
Marhaba.
Marhaba.
أنا اسمي دوشان.
And that's me, Dusan.
That's good? You are talent.
Okay, I can go to Syria with you.
And you learn more Serbian language?
Nope.
No?
Still no.
A little bit? Just numbers?
Just numbers because what is important.
Say some of them.
Say them.
Say them. And how much when I order beer and they come, what you say to them? Only number? For price or something more?
Šta vi želite da popiješ? Popijete?
And
Šta želite da pijete?
And I say, ja hoću pivo.
What?
Pivo. I want beer.
Okay then. Koji?
Do you have in plan to learn more Serbian language? Or?
I'm learning every day a bit more, but I'm still not confident enough to speak all the time with people. And recently I was speaking with my friend from Novi Sad who moved in Belgium. On the time I moved in Novi Sad, and he also learned a bit of French. But with the people he met while not speaking French, he can still not speak French. So I have also the same problem. Like most people I know now, it's people I met speaking English with them, so I have difficulties to switch to Serbian with them.
Yeah.
But when I go in the street, in a pub or something, I will speak Serbian, and it's okay. They believe I'm from Hungary or Bulgaria, I don't know, but yeah, I'm getting closer. But I can speak, I can understand, but as soon as someone that I spoke English all my life with, I have difficulties to go on other language.
But I don't wanna live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. You didn't have to cut me off, because I could never happen to know we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so rough.
Tell me something about your hometown that you didn't talk last time.
Well, on the 15th of February, you know, in Brussels we have the mannequin piece, and he was playing Šljiva. So to celebrate Serbian National Day, he was playing Šljiva, so you would come and get a Šljiva for free in the street.
What?
Every year he does that.
Every year?
Every year he's dressed like a Serbian and plays Šljiva.
Uh-huh. How they react?
Well, we're happy because Belgium likes to drink as much as Serbians, so free drink, man. Free booze.
Can you tell me something more about your country and your city? Where did you born?
I born
where do you live
in
then?
one city called Latakia. It's on coast of Syria. It's extremely on west. And it's somehow different from other cities. Like we have more liberal and more open-minded community there, and it was a nice city.
Do you go often to Belgium?
More than a year I didn't go.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you miss it?
The hometown, no. The people, no. The food, yeah. You know, the food I grew up with. So I love the food in Serbia, but few stuff are missing. So
You can make some new business with that here. No?
it will not work. Come on, nobody gonna want to eat sea snails in Serbia. And that's what I'm missing the most.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, if someone wants to open a sea snail shop, I will be there every day.
Uh-huh.
What is the most beautiful thing that everybody have to see there? Some part of
Seaside,
city.
we have some mountains, really good. Yeah, we have also something it would be really interesting for Serbian people. We have very old Orthodox churches there, so it would be interesting for people in Serbia to visit. And I told you already there was some kind of scholarship between Serbian universities and universities in my city, Latakia, and that's how I met a lot of Serbian friends, and that's how
you came here.
decide to come.
Decide to come here. Yeah. And who knows? Maybe next time we'll make some interview in your city with
Why
your
not?
friends and
Yeah,
family.
yeah,
Why
why
not?
Yeah,
That could be good.
actually, it's my city is still safe. Even we have war, but after 5 years of war, it's still totally safe and no clashes at all. And it's also wrong idea about my country is they think people usually it's like all country in war, and it's not like this. We have some places is still safe, and we have usual life.
Are you in contact with your family, friends?
Yeah, of course, yeah, so often.
Yeah. They are fine. They are okay.
Yeah, they are fine. They are
Would you like
all
to tell
okay.
to them something to camera to say hello in
Hello
your
from
language?
Novi Sad.
In your language, something.
Like تحية لكم من نوفي ساد.
تحية Novi Sad.
What, when you go, what you bring here?
Chocolate and beers. Chocolate for my friends, beers for my friends, and I also buy some kind of candies that I can find in Belgium, so I can give it to the coffees to be a bit different than what people get with coffee in Serbia. You know, it's always like those lukum and some stuff like that. So I want to have a bit something different, so people come here for something different.
Tell me something about the Belgian beers, the most famous beers in the world.
Some people are gonna tell you it's German beer.
I heard that Belgium is better.
I agree, but like German is making pills, and we're making a bay beer, Trappist beer, monk beer, so it's a bit different. And 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went with a friend in some other pub that sells Belgian beer. We had 2 of them, we were drunk. Only 2 beers.
Too strong.
It was expensive, it's like 500 dinars a beer, but after 2 beers, it's like drunk enough to not drink anymore all night long.
What do you have to say about Serbian culture, some kind of living?
Actually, I do like how Serbian always care about them traditional, and don't forget they always like to describe themselves as Slav, maybe, or
Slav.
yeah, and it's something good, like when you always proud about your culture and who you are.
Yeah.
You met here a lot of people from outside of
Everywhere.
Serbia. And you know people from everywhere, from all around the world, I think.
No, I still don't know anyone from North Korea.
No?
Nah.
Too bad. What are their impressions? Do you talk with them about here, about Serbia?
Not really, just I noticed that most of them is coming for love, like they had a boyfriend or girlfriend, so they moved in to get married and have kids and try to find a job. You might have a lot of them. And some others just came to make business like me, so it just, when you're looking at the money you have to invest in a business and you're in your own country, you're like, not enough to make something nice. And then you're looking at how much you need in Novi Sad or in Serbia generally to make something cool, and you're like, just being in your own country, having a small business that is not very nice, or trying something in different country where you can make something nicer is always tough choice, but most of the reason is like they came for that reason, like we can have something nice.
Tell me, do you listen some Serbian music? Maybe do you know some?
Yeah, I like punk rock
You like punk
music, Serbian music.
Nice.
Like-
Do you have some favorite
Like
bands or?
Tužva or 16
16
Ikro. Yeah, it's my favorite. I like this band.
Nice. And you know,
I like
you know to
it,
sing some songs?
Meni više nema.
Mene više nema, ja sam tu bio ranije. Vrijeme je za nove klince, evo ja gledam u tebe. I uzmi sve što vidiš, uzmi više od toga. Jer tu gdje sada jesi, nećeš se vratit nikada.
You decide to move here, to find a new place.
No, I didn't find a new place. I just heard that the previous owner was selling Cosmo, and since I was a volunteer in 2012, it was a very special place for me. And it appeared that he was selling it on a price that I could afford, and I was like, why not? Because I didn't want to close the Waffle House and go back to Brussels. I wanted to
stay
keep
here.
trying, staying in Novi Sad, and I had the chance to buy something that I'm very attached to. A lot of histories in my personal life, so I was lucky enough. When I said it to my accountant, she reminded me that it was my dream to buy over Cosmos. So
Well,
I got lucky.
are you satisfied now?
Yeah, like way much better than in a Waffle House. So it's cool.
How did you met Bris and how your friend relationship look like?
Well, a friend introduced me to him, a common friend between us, and they met each other by playing one Android game on mobile phone. I don't know, and I was playing this game all day. It was very old, like 1 year and a half ago.
Nice, nice.
Sometimes you forget how you met your friend.
Yeah, I can remember all the time. Nice.
What you bring from Serbia to Belgium?
Rakia.
And?
Wait. Rakia. I'm trying to be a bit more inventive to my friends because bringing alcohol is too cliche and nobody knows about rakia in Belgium. So I'm bringing those rakia glasses, those special ones, and plasma, and kiki, and strudel. I'm trying to find something that we don't have and that might please them. So I don't like to bring rakia. Well, I always bring rakia with me, but for me to have to drink, them to drink, and they always get drunk with 2 rakias.
Are they no better now? Where is Serbia?
Well, some of them comes and they come back and they come back and they come back, and soon I'm gonna have a full family of my friends coming to visit Novi Sad.
Great.
Yeah, like I'm promoting Serbia as much as I can. Well, not Serbia, Novi Sad. But
No, is that some of them for the first time and some of them?
some of them for the first time, and most of my, like last summer, like every summer we have Belgian people doing an Eastern Europe trip. And because I am in Novi Sad, I pass by Novi Sad now. Before it would be Budapest and then Croatia, but now it's Budapest, Novi Sad, Croatia.
My Serbian is not good, but
Okay,
I
but,
will,
but you know to speak.
no.
Someone
I
teach you or you?
understand a little, but don't speak. I had some private teachers. I always trying, but it's hard language, you know. I hope I will manage to learn it.
What did you learn on your last class?
Well, I'm always find myself in Zdravo level. Like every time I start new classes, we start from the same level, like Zdravo, Kakusi, and those stuff. But now I will take it seriously, and I hope it will be fine.
What are your now impressions about making job in Serbia? Is that tough to make private job here?
It's easier now than it was before, but I still believe Serbia has potential, so that's why I'm still here, and I had to expand. I have 5 more people working than before, so it's nice.
Great, great.
Kind of.
And generally about nightlife in Serbia, in Novi Sad?
That's crazy, man.
Crazy, huh?
Because people drink only Vinjak, so they go crazy. Like, I have to have like 1 or 2 bottles of Vinjak every night when we have a party, because people drink only that. And the rest, like vodka, tequila, they don't drink it, but they go wide on Vinjak and they go crazy. But nothing bad happened so far, so it's okay.
What are your plans now for some close future? You would like to stay in Serbia?
Yeah, I feel like I would like to stay here. So after I finish my university, I'm thinking to make master, so I can always expand my residence here, or maybe to start some small business like small Syrian restaurant, Arabic food, or something like this. So I can have residence here and to stay.
What are your plans now?
Staying in Novi Sad as long as I can, hoping I will not be kicked out for some reasons, and keep trying my best in the city, and keep telling the people, stay in Serbia, the country is amazing.
When you compare Serbia with all other countries in the world and in Europe, why is Serbia so special, and what would be the biggest reason for you to stay here some longer time, to make some family here?
I don't know. I mean, it's something you feel. It's something you can't describe. But when you just come to some place and you feel like it's really beautiful, and how people spiritual, and how. But I don't like that not most, but I meet a lot of Serbian who's not satisfied about them country, and I think it's a mistake, because they have really beautiful country, and they have to stop compare it to other country, because it's not always about money or about having. There is something you can't buy for money.
Yeah. All this.
Nature, I mean, culture, music, rakia.
Rakia. You need a lot
Something
of
you
money
can't
for
find
rakia.
it everywhere. No, I mean, it's not expensive. It's not expensive.
You can compare it with some other whiskeys, vodka. Rakia is the best.
Yeah.
Okay, I wish you all the best in the future.
Oh, thank
Stay
you very
good
much.
and share positive energy, and that's most important.
Thank you
Enjoying
very
every
much.
single
Thank you
moment
very
here in
much.
Novi Sad.
Oh.
We'll see each other
See
here
you. See
again.
you.
Can you tell me some conclusion, something about Novi Sad and about your future in one sentence?
After 1 year of trying to make business, I'm still here and I'm still happy. So,
That's the most important, right? Cool. Thank you very much.
welcome.
And see you here on parties.
Hopefully.
Come on,